this right here, you bunch of prima donna ballerina mother.
Welcome everyone, I'm Jordan Sharp. As we are a couple of weeks away from training camp, it's time to start running through some of the future odds updates for all 32 teams in the NFL. And right now we're sitting in the AFC West talking about the Kansas City Chiefs, who a team who came out of nowhere last season, improved from 2 to 11 wins in 2013, and now in 2014. A lot of people still high on them. However, there are some, like myself, choosing them to regress a little bit. And with their Super Bowl odds sitting at plus 5,000, I think there's no other way to take this team other than to think that they're going to win a few less games than they did last season. I think 11 or 12 wins would be a very, very successful season for Kansas City, but I don't think they're going to get more than 10, possibly not even more than 9. In fact, Bovada Sportsbook, the same place where these odds come from to win the Super Bowl, has their season win totals at 8 right now. So they are not, a lot of people not very high on them, while some people still are, and it really comes down to their offense, especially Alex Smith and Dwayne Bowe. Reports out of training camp are that Dwayne Bowe's actually looked very good, possibly dropped some weight a little bit quicker this season from where he was last season. But if Alex Smith can't get him the football with consistency, it's going to be very difficult for this offense to run with just Jamal Charles working against 8-man fronts. But at their Super Bowl odds price right now, I think it's pretty fair. I think Bovada's prices are normally pretty fair, but I would not be recommending them in any sort of Super Bowl wager. The same, I think, can be said for their AFC odds at plus 2,200. They've lost 3 defensive starters from last year. All 3 were very important, especially Akeem Jordan. He's gone. Brandon Flowers is gone. It's going to be very difficult for this team to replicate what they did on the defensive end last season. And if that's the case, their prices to win the AFC probably are just null and void, because it doesn't even look like they could be a playoff team this year with some of the improvements around that conference. The Chargers obviously are still a good football team. They're going to challenge them for one of those wild card spots, assuming the Denver Broncos take that division. So the Chiefs' chances playing in that division are just very, very slim. They have to meet Phillip Rivers and Peyton Manning 4 out of the 16 games, and that's just not a very easy path to take. Their strength of schedule also not very inviting as well. And that's why their AFC West odds probably off limits to me as well at plus 550, even though I still think that's pretty fairly priced. They're the same price as the Chargers to win this division at plus 550. Obviously, the Broncos coming in as huge favorites at minus 300, but the Chiefs' only chance of winning this division, I think, would be a Peyton Manning entry, and I'm just not the one to bet futures with that kind of speculation involved. So I think the Chargers probably a little bit better than the Chiefs if you want to go against Peyton Manning and the Broncos, but the Chiefs, I think, are absolutely off limits here in all these future odds this season from Bovada. But that'll do it for me this time. Make sure you check out all my other 31 team updates here for the future odds, and stay with us here as the preseason is only a few weeks away. But until then, I'm Jordan Sharp, and this has been another edition of the Sharp Pick.